Welcome boys and girls to the channel. Today you find me here at Crescents, and the idea today is to test ride a motorcycle. Can you guess what it's going to be? Is it a Suzuki? KTM? A Yamaha? What do you reckon? Any of these three brands available from Crescent? Right, let's get down to it. See you in a minute. Right, this is the bike that I've chosen to ride today. It's the Suzuki GSX-R 1000R. There's a lot of people have already reviewed this bike, and on that basis I've decided to take one out. I sat on it last week, just feel the weight and the seat height. Everything's pretty good. I can sit on it, I can get my toes down, and now it's time to go and ride it. Right, the weight of this bike apparently is 202 kilos, so slightly heavier than my 750, but it doesn't feel too heavy to move around with your feet and stuff, you know, backing it up. So hopefully that's not going to be a problem. It's got an auto blipper apparently, so we don't need to use the clutch so much. So it seems to be standard for these bikes. It's got modes A and B. Mode A is the most powerful mode. B is obviously the second most powerful. The guy said it's stuck on mode A, so just got to take it easy with the right hand. And it's a beautiful looking bike. We know Lamb Chops likes this, so much so he's gone and bought one. So we're in neutral. Do we need the clutch in? Let's try it. No clutch required to start the bike. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Always good to start uphill, isn't it? On a brand new bike. Nice and quiet. ABS lights on. What's that all about? Okay. Nice tight turn before we get out on the road. Take it easy to start with. And second, that was nice and smooth. Okay. See how fruity this throttle is. Okay, so quiet. Right, the idea is to find some fast straight roads. See, I've got traction control on 10 at the moment. I've never had a bike with traction control, so we'll see how that goes. There's a traffic now. Yeah, very intrusive. Oh yeah, don't forget, you've got that auto blipper. Should try and use it really. 5th gear at the moment. Apparently it's got the uprated suspension on the R. The throttle feels very light. Maybe that's because I'm used to my bike, which is old and stiff. But the mirrors, got to tuck my elbow in to see fast, but that is the same with all bikes. Some bikers. One biker anyway. Right. The brakes are good. Well, the rear brake seems fine. This doesn't feel like I'm as hunched over as on my bike. It's almost comfortable, you know. So that ABS light's not come off, so that means there's a fault on this bike, on this demo. And see how she accelerates. I think I need to put some fuel in. I've been asked to, not told to, but let's see what happens. Got this bike for an hour. I thought I might have had it for a bit longer, as there's nobody else using the bike after me. I decided to come down on a weekday when there will be less people using it. So I want to look at the dash. I also want to look where I'm going. So getting used to the bike. Like I say, the weight isn't too bad actually. Yes, it's a little bit heavier than my bike, but that's to be expected. I think obviously the extra cc is going to help on the acceleration and make no difference to the weight. Well, right, that's putting in fourth. How the traffic's doing around here today. It's quite a windy day actually. A little bit chilly, but it's dry. Yeah, we've got the traction control, seeing as it's number 10 then. Got to remember to keep the power on, use the auto flipper. So you've got to stop at the top of the hill anyway for fuel, so no biggie. Smelly old car. Going to overtake, then move back to lane 1. Yeah, feels a bit fruity. Okay, I'm going to go into the other lane. 815 miles on this baby. Okay, let's come off there and get some fuel. Okay. Gear indicator there to the right of the speedo. Bit of the norm these days. Let's give this a go. Right. How's neutral for finding? No problem getting neutral. Okay, let's get some fuel in this boy. Right. There I reduced the traction control. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Down 6. There you go, lamb chops. He said number 6 is fine. Let's see what happens on that. Let's see if we get out of here again. gearbox is sweet, straight through, no problems, no hiccups, no clunking. Of course, the only other 1000cc bike I have ridden was the S1000RR. That was a couple of years ago I did that. See if bikes have progressed since then. But apparently this is the one to beat the rest of them these days. So, is this guy going to move over? Anybody else want to do the same? That throttle is quite sensitive, to be honest. Come on. So yeah, we've got a full 202 horsepower, I think it is. 148 kilowatts apparently, according to the data sheet. The seat height's pretty good for me. Right. That was no gear change. Fifth. And pause. Scarily so. Doesn't feel like we're doing the speed that we're doing. No problem, of course. And then we slow down again. Hold on with the knees. Be encountering traffic. Gonna get windy. Front brake smooth, unlike mine. Traffic. Can you believe there's a turning there? 100 yards. Does everybody know that we're turning? Still can't see anything in these mirrors, but I've not actually adjusted them. There's just no point, I don't think. As I say, all sports bike mirrors are the same, so always see your elbow. Okay, Brook and Bramshaw, here we come. Right. The clutch isn't too heavy at all. I thought it might be. Obviously everything's comparable to what I'm riding already. Cattle grid, ponies, everything now. Sports suspension is as normal. Not ready to put any wheelies on this thing, I don't think. That £1,000 disclaimer is in the back of your mind. Oh look, we've got donkeys. Hello donkeys. Donkeys in the road. Baby donkey. Aww. Yeah, that closing off the throttle is quite harsh. Or can be, not at the moment for some reason. It was on the dual carriageway. Okay, fording bridge, here we go. People looking at bloody horses, isn't it? If you're going to look at horses, pull over and stop. Idiot. All we have to do now is not run into any horses. So, dashboard. There's a lot going on there. Don't know if you can simplify that by pressing a few buttons or not, but it just looks like difficult to see what you want to see. But the bike seems pretty smooth, pretty quick. No, not really any colour on the dash as I can see, just black and white. Well, boys and girls, I've just been on a test ride on that little puppy, GSX R1000R. I'm not sure that I've remembered to turn the camera on, so I don't know if you got the ride or not. But it's got plenty of power. A bit scary to ride coming from a 750, and it not being my bike. A 1 hour test ride really doesn't allow you to get the full potential of it. I was bogged down by traffic and animals on the road and stuff, but yeah, just to note that you've got shower piston, big piston suspension, Brembo on the front, Nissan brakes on the back, quick shifter on this side, which works very well. Didn't have any problems, any issues there. I felt the clutch was the clutch biting point was right at the end of the lever. Even though this bike's only done 800 miles, I would have thought, well, maybe it can be adjusted, but the clutch was quite far out. Nice and light. I think it could be a commuting bike. We were stuck in mode A, which is the fast mode. The dealer said it was locked onto A, so we couldn't even change the mode, but we changed the traction control from 10 to 6 and it helped. I think 10 was too much. Even coming out of the estate here, I felt the traction control trying to cut in. But yeah, there's Suzuki. They also do KTMs and Yamaha, as you can see. I hear that they may be moving nearer to Bournemouth soon, so they're currently in Verwood, but we'll see. Okay, the next test ride I want to do will be on a Kawasaki of some type. Comparable to that would be the ZX-10R, but I'm thinking about going into the old man mode, sports touring perhaps, and see what the ZZR 1400 is like. I imagine it to be very heavy, just pushing it around the car park, but on the road these bikes tend to pick themselves up nicely. Let's see if we can get this turned around. There we go. So I waited for some decent weather to do the test ride, and it's a beautiful day. A bit chilly, a little bit chilly, but blue skies. You can't complain about blue skies. yeah, I've got to get my bike tuned up. Have we done that? Yeah. Time for coffee. Mackie D. To be fair, my bike feels quite more planted along this bit of road. Nice and solid. Tighter even. Tighter steering. Maybe that Suzuki's too loose. The throttle on the 1000 was a lot lighter. My throttle feels really tight. That could be an old cable, need lubricating, but obviously no shifter on this one. I hope we recorded that ride. The battery seems to be half dead, so maybe it's recording something, we'll see. It's funny how you feel so more at home on your old bike than you do on a demo bike.